Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nay. Thanks for tuning in. As I'm sure you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be the baby names I love but will not be using. If you're new here, I am pregnant with my very first child, a little girl, and I'm doing like 10 weeks. So yeah, I just wanted to share some names with you guys that I absolutely love and adore but will not be using. And I just might give you a hint on what my daughter's name is at the very end of this video. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and get right on into the video. So for the very first name on my list is the name Everly. Now, ever since I heard this name, I thought it was so adorable and so darling for a little girl. I can just imagine a little girl with a bright, beautiful smile. And yeah, I don't know, I heard the name and it stuck and I absolutely love it. So if I do have a daughter in the future, that's definitely gonna be on my list again because it's so precious. The second name on my list is the name Haven. Now, I have always loved this name. I think it's so beautiful. It means a safe place. I just think it's perfect for a little girl. And yeah, I don't know anybody with that name, so I think it's very unique and I love that about the name. So the third name on my list is the name Indy. Now, I first heard this name from a YouTuber named Hillary Alex. She has a vlog channel and she recently just had a daughter as well, and she named her daughter Indy, and I just think it is gorgeous and super edgy at the same time. I don't know anybody with the name Indy until recently. My good friend that I used to dance with actually just had a daughter and named her Indy, but with a Y, and I just think it's super cute and, like I said, edgy, and I love that about the name. Fourth name on my list is a little bit girly, but I love that about girl names. I mean, who doesn't? And it's the name Brielle. Now, I think that it's so cute. I feel like it's like a modern twist on the name Belle, kind of, I guess you would say. And yeah, I don't know, it's really cute. It kind of reminds me of like a little princess, so I think that's what I love most about the name. The next name on my list is the name Sage. Now, I think this is a little bit different, but I also think it's one of those names that's very gender neutral as well. It could go for a little girl or a little boy. I don't know, I very much like the name. I feel like it's very refreshing. The next name on my list is one that I heard and I just thought, oh my god, that's so beautiful. And it's the name Harlow. I don't know anybody with this name and I just think it's different. I love it. I love that about that name. It's just super cute. It kind of is like very whimsical at the same time, so I love that. I can just imagine like a little girl named Harlow running around, and some of these names me and my boyfriend Carlos didn't necessarily agree on or I thought were beautiful and he just kind of was like iffy about. And the next name on our list is the name Elias. Now, ever since I heard this name, I thought it was beautiful. I know the Ace family has their daughter named Elias. I think it's beautiful. I think it rolls off the tongue like perfectly, but Carlos actually knows somebody named Elias, so yeah, that one didn't make the cut, but I think it's such a beautiful name. Next name is another A name, and that's the name Azalea. I think it's so cute. It is a flower. Carlos actually works with flowers and he works with azaleas all the time, and they're actually really beautiful flowers. But the more I thought about it, I kind of like was getting reminded of Iggy Azalea, and I don't know, for some reason I just was like, maybe not, but the name is really gorgeous. The next name on my list is the name Willow. Now, I have always loved this name since I was a little girl. I think it's so cute. It's kind of like nostalgic in a way for me as well because I was obsessed with Pocahontas growing up, so I feel like when I hear the name Willow, I just think of the willow tree in Pocahontas. I think it's cute. I think it's darling, like I've said a million times with every other name in this entire video. But yeah, I really think it's adorable. So the next name on my list is the name Analea. I think it's beautiful. I'm obsessed with A names. I think I've said that already, but it's one of those names that just rolls off the tongue and it's super easy to say. It's also very pretty and princessy as well, so I really love that. I think it's gorgeous. It's just different. Carlos actually has a little cousin and that's her middle name, so I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's different. I love it. Okay, now we're getting closer to me sharing my daughter's name with you. And this is kind of how we decided on my daughter's name. I personally love A names for whatever reason. I'm just gravitated towards A names, especially for little girls. And so since I'm obsessed with A names, I'll give you a hint. My daughter's name does start with an A. And this is kind of how we decided on my daughter's name, or our daughter's name, I would say. My boyfriend's real name actually starts with an A, so I think it's cute that they're gonna have the same initials. I love the name Adeline. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. That was like one of the ones that was on the top of my list. I know a lot of people say Adeline. I think that name's gorgeous as well. And I was looking up like the classic spellings and all of that. It was getting a little confusing. I know a lot of people were saying Adeline and a lot of people were saying Adeline, and then there was the name Adelaine. And I was just like, okay, that's just a lot. But I think that they're all gorgeous. The reason why we didn't name our daughter Adeline is because when I said it to Carlos, he just kept saying, "You're out of line, Adeline," and I don't know, for some reason it was different. Looking up the different spellings between Adeline and Adelaine and Adeline, and so as I was doing that, I kind of came across our daughter's name. And when I said it out loud, Carlos and I looked at each other and we just knew. We absolutely knew that that was going to be her name. And ever since, we've kind of been like, okay, maybe there will be something that compares, and there has been nothing that compares to our daughter's name. So I'm going to share it with you because we've already announced it on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already know her name. But we are naming our daughter Adelina Grace Valdez, and I love it. I don't know. It's something about the name Adelina. It's one of those A names. It rolls off the tongue. It's very princessy, and I just get happy when I think about her name. So our little baby girl, Adelina Grace. And when we looked up the meaning for Adelina, we absolutely knew. We knew. The name Adelina means noble one, and I love that. And for short, I was thinking we could call her Lena because I think that's cute. I know a lot of people will probably call her Addie, but I wanted something a little bit more feminine and something a little bit more grown up. So I think the nickname Lena is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's exactly that. And when I looked up the meaning for Lena, it actually means tenderness. So it was just perfect. A match made in heaven. And her middle name is going to be Grace because it is by the grace of God that I am pregnant and we are here and we are thriving. And yeah, you guys, I am just so excited to go on this journey and have a little girl in my arms in a couple of weeks, actually, like 10 weeks. That's not very long at all. But yeah, you guys, those are the names that I absolutely love but will not be using, and the name that I will be using. So drop your favorite name in the comments down below. I know that when I first found out I was pregnant, I loved watching videos like these. I even watched videos like these before I even found out that I was pregnant. But yeah, you guys, that completes today's video. Please give it a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. Peace and love to you always, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you later, alligator. Bye!